I want to hear what it was like to run against Sean Duffy, because, of course, his claim to fame was appearing on The Real World, kind of the OG of reality shows. And, of course, we have a reality show cabinet with Donald Trump, who is a veteran of The Apprentice and probably would not be president without that exposure to Americans and portraying him as this master negotiator, which the Iranians have found out not to be true. But Sean Duffy has always come across to me as a lightweight, and he has his tenure as transportation secretary has been marked with air travel delays and crashes, not really inspiring a lot of confidence. But what was he like as a member of Congress, and what was he like to run against?
Well, of course, in the beginning, we were still in essentially the Tea Party wave. And so he just simply had to say all the right things about, fighting the debt and deficit, which only grew while he was in Congress, and, be a loyal foot soldier to the movement of the party that eventually became known as MAGA. The transformation of Sean Duffy has been rather disturbing. When I was running against him in 2012, and I'm still the one who's come the closest to Sean Duffy, beating him. All the other candidates since haven't come as close. So he still does have some, of course, TV appeal there. But his transformation into somebody who went from kind of, aw shucks, I'm right of center, but I really want to get along with everybody, to embracing, the rudeness that you saw in Sean Duffy when he was testifying before a congressional committee, a month or two ago, that he understands. He's always understood this is a show, and he knows how to put on a show. It's what got him a gig on basic cable. It's what got him a gig in the White House. And by putting on a show for Donald Trump, he was able to browbeat him into endorsing his son-in-law over a much more experienced, longtime congressional district Republican Party chair. And so I hate the fact that people look at politics as a game, but Sean Duffy has always known how to play that particular part of the game, which does not involve, a lot of policy, or frankly, a lot of accomplishments. It's about performing and winning, and he's trying to instill that in his family dynasty, wannabe, the same way that Trump is.
Right. And of course, his wife, Rachel Campos Duffy, is a Fox News fixture, which is an added bonus for Donald Trump because he gets his message amplified there as well. And I understand that they have an aborted reality TV show that was supposed to be being produced.
Still waiting on it. That the guy who was part of The Real World, then I think Road Rules for a time, has this road trip that was funded in part with underwriting support from, coincidentally, a lot of transportation related companies that Sean Duffy is supposed to be regulating and overseeing. And of course, much like their political contributions, they don't get it directly, but through third parties and other arrangements, you still see the support is still there. And yet the show, which was supposed to be all about America's 250th birthday, did not air by then, and still has not aired for reasons unknown. If it were just the blowback about the corporate money, well, that'd be unique, because God knows that's never stopped anything else about the Trump administration so far. So whatever other hangups are keeping it from airing at the moment, the concern is that maybe it's now lying in wait, not for July 4th, but for something closer to Election Day, when, again, Michael Alfonso is appearing in some of these videos about his, great American road trip. And so maybe that corporate money actually is a de facto campaign contribution, in much the same way that plenty of lobbyists, executives, and transportation-related companies have made campaign donations, coincidentally, to Michael Alfonso.
It's all in the family business.
All in the family.